runs later.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Detroit! Detroit! What we got? Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Schwartz stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone! Detroit!
On first down, Schwartz. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Schwartz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Schwartz. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schwartz under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Schwartz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st down at Stafford. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st down.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run forward, Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Real right, 22. 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st down, Schwartz. And it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Emmanuel Ogbah not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's going to look deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw again. Schwartz. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Schwartz. And that's incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Give me radar. Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 57 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back here right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
10. Go!
On first down, Stafford here. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Stafford now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Stafford, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. Open space inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Giants are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A dump down to McKinnon. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start on the ground with Greta. He juked him. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Schwartz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking on the midfield logo. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Schwartz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Like 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Stay 50, stay 50. 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone. Detroit. Gone.
Back to throw. Schwartz. For the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Watch you now, Barney. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gone. Watch you now, Barney.
From the gun, Schwartz. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
All right, here we go.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first and 10, Schwartz. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Schwartz. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. Schwartz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Back now here in Santa Clara, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Monday!
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Armstead in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Slips past him. Where'd he go? A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Schwartz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Schwartz. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey. Set, ladies.
This is Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The toss out to Barkley, and that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
21.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll come out in the pistol. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The left side caught by Goodwin. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Schwartz. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.